Online gamers of Reddit, what was the funniest insult you ever received? You sound like you eat cigarettes. I bet you look like you were drawn with my left hand. In Dota 2, not even Noah had to carry this many animals. That someone hopes I get herpes from sitting on a toilet seat, because he was sure I would never get the opportunity to get it from having sex. I laughed for several minutes. You live in your mom's basement, you antisocial ducking loser. Minutes later we hear a female voice followed by him yelling, "Leave me alone, I'm playing a game, mom." I laughed so hard. Playing Rocket League. I lost. Tell your mom to make your mac and cheese. I'll be home soon. I just kinda stared at that one for a second, as I'm sitting there, eating my mac and cheese. Quit being a spherical dumbus. When I asked them what they meant, they replied, "Because no matter which way you look at it, you're a dumbus." Please no, my comedy can only get so erect. I'm sorry your dad beat you instead of cancer. What color is your wheelchair? This was completely unprompted. No prior conversation. Someone called me a farmer and that they would steal my turnips because I said I was from Georgia. Someone said to my friend during a Rainbow Six Siege match, "I hope your family gets carried away by ants." A. Sorry guys. Pressed the wrong button. B. You pressed the wrong button when you installed the game. Or, I'm not saying I carried you guys. I'm just saying you're heavy and my arms are tired. Halo 3 custom games. Guy proceeds to insult me for being British. More than classic tea and crumpets jokes. Bad teeth stereotype jokes. Hear his mum in the background. She's British. More than user has left the game. I had a kid tell me he was gonna jump in a time machine and go bang my grandma. That way he'd be my grandfather. He'd then walk out on my father, giving him emotional issues, causing him to take them out on me, giving me a terrible upbringing. Go sleep in your igloo, you dumb Canadian. Hey Leona, I read your law. Says you're a cunt. You sound like an old man. This what you do now, you retired? Later the duck out of here with your dad sounding ass. Girl gamer talking and VoIP in some MOBA. Maybe Dota. Guy on team. You sound like you don't get the D. Girl. You sound like you do. You sound like a girl. I am a girl. No. You are a 13-year-old boy and you should be upset that I called you a girl. To clarify, I have always been female. This wasn't mine, but it was hilarious. Loading ready, run, playing Magic Online. After a few minutes of enraged key smashing, I hope you fall off a cliff. Our city is at sea level. I hope YUO fall off a sea cliff. Not an insult but still amusing. Once in a COD 4 lobby I heard some mom shouting down the mic to her son, "Eat your pudding or I'm turning the damn Xbox off." Booed at mom, I don't wanna eat my pudding. And with that he left the game. Suck my recently dropped nuts kid was gifted. Go drink cola with black men. Don't mind if I do. How many abortions did your mom had before giving up? Was an MMO he sent in the mail saying you suck with a bag of salt attached to it from crafting materials. You mad round eye? Followed by Korean number 1. Got to say, I have never been insulted for my eye shape before. Not received but heard on the Gears of War lobby. You wanna know how I know you're gay? How? You like the sound of my voice. It's even better when you say my name with my cum in your mouth. I played a lot of GTA Online and one night after killing this one guy over and over, he yells, "Itch. I bet you got Bologna nipples." It was so hilarious I couldn't even be mad. I later named my yacht the Bologna nipple in honor of the occasion. In Rainbow Six Siege this team is artistic. Either duck off you cockwimble or you suck D for beer money and you don't even drink. Player 1. I fuked her mom. Player 2. Your insults are dull and unimaginative. Which is how my mother described your lovemaking. My friend was referred to as a useless pissweasel once. For some reason we found it absolutely hilarious and still laugh about it today. Was playing Counter-Strike with my friend. He was getting frustrated about campers. After dying for about the 4th time, He screamed it's called CSGO not CS stay. Buddy and I were playing Siege the other day and heard something beautiful. I am from the south so naturally I always get the redneck jokes due to my accent. However, this fine gentleman carried it to a whole new level. After killing him he said if you were any more on bread you would be a sandwich. I about lost my head from laughing. 10/10 would get insulted again. This wasn't in a game, but it's game related. A few years ago I was working the petrol station kiosk at the store I work at. Some kids, probably 9-12, were having a bit of a tiff with my colleague because they were ducking around in the car wash. He shoos them away and then comes back into the kiosk and says that as these kids ran away one of them shouted, "Find me on Minecraft. I'll fight you." The bloke is in his 30s, so it meant nothing to him, but I was keeled over laughing. I am gonna smell your nipple hair so much you cry. People like talking to you at parties because the music drowns out your personality. Rushiakan? More like Russia cunt. Whole room bursts into laughter. It's super dumb but it made me laugh. Malphite, you are a ducking worthless brained scumbuck bastard pile of trash mental deface that should be gunned down in the street like the degenerate you are donkey. You're a ducking piece of it. Eat a fart. Farts into microphone. Go play on another server noob. 40 mins later. My eyes are really bothering me. That's the only reason I lost. And that's how you get pinky. Back when WoW was new I killed some mage who was harassing lower level players in one of the town, on a PvP server. He came back, so I killed him again. This continued for a while until he finally left the area and stopped killing the lower level players. Since Alliance players couldn't communicate with Horde players, he logged off his Alliance character, made a Horde character, or had a second account. I'm not sure. Then sent me a PM in game. Whoa, you're as cool as a satin full of Creed fans. I'm sure he stole the insult from somewhere but it was the first time I'd ever heard it. Laughed my ass off. So I was playing zombies on Black Ops and we are killing it on Kino. So at level 20ish we hear this fellow's lady come and you gonna play that all night? Yep, she then proceeds to walk away talking it and then gets closer to the TV. Man, don't you turn that off. Silence, muffled scuffling. Lady, put your hands on me again. Put your hands on me again or I'll have your ass locked up for abuse. Man, fine, leave. It's my house, my name, my bills. These guys heard it all, just leave. Mind you, we are still killing zombies, no missing a beat. Well, she goes ballistic yelling and screaming. Till she finally starts crying as he keeps repeating leave, we done, and soon a door slams. One of the other players speaks up, you good man? I'll never forget his words. I'm good. Itch kept interrupting my game time and couldn't give head for it. You aim like Michael J. Fox on a roller coaster. This Annie has the map awareness of Christopher Columbus. You're so stupid. You couldn't even empty water from a boot with the instructions on the heel. Made funnier by the fact he was dead last on our team. Overheard someone playing LOL in an internet cafe yelling at the top of his lungs, I can't wait to it in your soul. I didn't know that game was so intense. Not me, but my friend had an altercation with some lady, and she called him a ditch. Happened about 5 years ago and it's still 1 hour go to insults for another now. One of my teammates in R6 Siege was playing Rock and kept forgetting to place his armor plates down, so my friend says, "God damn, you're almost as useless as my D." Managed to insult himself and the Rook at the same time. Used to play Lord of the Rings online, and generally that community is very kind. But one day I saw a global chat asking for heals for an instance I hadn't played much, so I joined them. We ran several times but no matter what, the tank kept dying. As a minstrel, I was blamed somewhat rightly, but no matter what I did, the tank died. Group leader said, "Celeb, I can explain how to heal for you, but I can't understand it for you." Was funny and stung a bit. Then the tank pipes up and said he was running with wrong passive skills. We ran one more time and got through the whole instance without a death. So at least there's that. I think it was part of the Helligrid instance. Those were fun times. Shut up. Your mother have mustache. Playing League with a mate. Me to him. Nice KD. Does it come in men's? Him. No. But you do. playing EZO. Me showing off a personality emote unlocked through an achievement. Guildmate, I see you finally got a personality. You're so ducking poor you don't even have a TV. What the hell am I playing on then? A stone slab. Am I gonna Flintstones this itch? Me and a buddy had some kid trapped in the saloon in that swamp town in Red Dead. Kid goes, come on me man. Come on me. I'd say we died laughing. But we killed the out of him a bunch of times. Duck you for being so nice. Why aren't you raging back at me? Said years ago by a LOL player that was trying to mess up our ranked match. Even with him trolling, we were holding our ground against the enemy team. So I stayed nice and encouraged everyone to keep going. Including the toxic player. Killing them with kindness can be fun. I don't play LOL anymore due to the community. But this one was just stands out to me. Me and a friend were playing Halo 4. Around when it first came out. We were drinking. And we kept hearing a kid on the other team. We joked that next game we were probably gonna get partnered up with him. And sure enough he appeared. His voice was like grating glass through a blender. Peak annoying. So we start chatting with him. And at one point I compliment my buddy on a kill. I think I called him Pumpkinhead or something. Anyway, the kid loses his it over that. Just real homophobic things. So we decide to duck with him. Well, what about Tom Cruise? He's a good looking dude. That's freaking gay, man. I'm not gay. It's not gay to say a guy looks good. That's just being honest. No, that's gay. You're telling me if Tom Cruise came up to you and offered you $10 million to kiss him, you wouldn't do it? What? No. That's gay, that's gross. I bet I know more about politics than you. I bet you both Democrats. That last part is as close to verbatim as I can recall. Just a very weird interaction. We kept asking him different celebrities and how much it would take for him to kiss them. Nothing sexual. Just kissing. And he'd start ranting about gay marriage and stuff. I had a great time. Well, suck my shoe. Kid was afraid of getting banned by the swear filter. You duck, I'm tea drinking crumpet eating cuntosaurus. I'm British too, so it makes it even better. Got sent an invoice for a donation to an autism charity. He dedicated the donation to my gamertag. I would like you to know that I despise your existence and everything you are. I replied. Thanks. 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 I was playing Rocket League. Switch heroes. Who should I do? Anyone besides Hanzo. I would do your mom again. But Roadhog is taken. I was on the team but was not one of the people above. Assassin's Creed multiplayer. He was my target every time and I killed him every time. My username is brown is something. So the entire game he was. One half you duck. I'm going to chew you and eat you whole. Num 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 num. He rage quit when I killed him again and I was laughing so hard. My buddy and I captured a base back in the day on RDR Online. The first base you break into in the story, I believe. These 3 kids were determined to keep their base. And repeatedly failed. They got pissed off and eventually left. Fast forward to an hour later. In the northern section of the map. And it happens again. Through proximity chat we hear him telling his new online older brother those are the guys, etc. Another fight over a base ensues. And once again they lose badly. Rolling rock rifles FTW. Then, I heard the one insult I'll never forget to this day. This kid told me, very loudly and angrily, to smoke some weed and have a sex with a black person. We couldn't stop laughing. I think it's the nicest insult anybody's wished upon me. Some guy said I sound like my bed smells. Your brain can easily be emulated on my Casio calculator. May your balls be infested with the lice from 1,000 camels. From a little kid in Xgo. You're a transgender and your mum's a virgin. After an Overwatch game I got a message from an enemy who said I bet I have more chromosomes than you. That he was going to skullduck my dad one time for every kill I got. Made me laugh cause he sounded about 12. He said reach up my ass and masturbate by it. Mostly completely warranted as it was a public lobby and I joined it and mostly screwed around with them. I was laughing for days after that. You sound like you have a beard. In an FPS I once told someone they couldn't hit the broadside of Peyton Manning's head.